In this video, I'm gonna show you how I went from this to this, but first, we have somewhere to be.
Can you take me to Mount Kigali, please? Thank you. Right now, I am in Kigali, at Mount Kigali, and I brought you here today because a hike is kind of where it all started. You see, last year in April, I was in Albania doing a beautiful hike at Lake Bovilla, but I was overweight, and that hike was not easy for me. The video of the hike is on my channel, and you can see and hear me struggling. So in that moment, I thought I need to do something about my cardiovascular health. And so that's when I started running. Now, I am not at all saying that you should start running, because guess what? I did my first run. I was supposed to run 3K and I could only do one. And it made me feel bad. It made me feel like a loser. Like, why even do this? And immediately after that first run, I knew I had to sign myself up for a race, because if not, there was no way that I was going to stay consistent. And so I looked for races. I found the Very Pink Run in Dublin, which I also documented on my travel. And this completely changed my why. The Very Pink Run is a charity run that supports breast cancer research. And my grandmother battled with breast cancer and luckily won her battle. This gave running purpose. There was no way that I was gonna quit running after seeing my grandmother battle breast cancer and win. I took that with me throughout training and it kept me going. So that brings me to my first tip on how to lose weight is find your why. And you're gonna have to reconnect with your why a lot of the times, because you're not always gonna be as motivated. Which immediately brings me to my second tip, which is that you shouldn't try to be, how do I say this? Overly disciplined, especially when you're a woman. Listen, we can say, I'm going to exercise 5 times a week. When we don't, we tend to be like, for example, we missed 2 exercises in a row. We tend to be like, oh, all my hard work was for nothing. I might as well quit. And that's really not the mindset you should have, hun. So instead of saying, I'm going to exercise and go to the gym and lift weight or run or whatever, do intensive workouts 5 days a week, give yourself backup plans. So, for example, what I did was write down, tomorrow I'm going to have a run. If I don't have enough energy to run, I'm going to have a long walk. But if I don't even have the energy to do a long walk, I can stay inside my house and just do yoga. But if I don't have enough energy to do yoga, then I'll just read a book. And if I don't even have enough energy to read a book, I'll listen to a book. And this way, I honor the fluctuations in energy that my body has, again, especially when you're a woman, and also keeps my streak going. So you won't have like, oh my gosh, I missed 2 days of this workout or whatever, because you still listen to your body, you'll still feel accomplished when you execute one of your backup plans. Another thing I'd say is actually quite important, and you really might not like what I'm about to say next, but stop putting a timeline on your weight loss or on your health. Because, yeah, I understand that you want to have a hot girl summer body or whatever. You have one. It doesn't matter what your body looks like. Let's be real here. There's no way you're gonna quit candy forever, or your sweets if you're a sweet tooth, or crisps if you like salty stuff. You're not gonna quit that forever. So instead of saying, oh, I'm not gonna eat anything bad for 3 months until I get my health back, just start changing your lifestyle. Still have candy, but limit the amount and move a little bit more. That's how you lose weight over time without it being such a heavy burden. Because the thing is, the most important thing here is to build trust with yourself. Listen, if you take anything from this video, any tip I give you, it is build trust with yourself. That's why I gave you the last tip with backup plans in case you're on low energy, because you're not a robot. You cannot function with the same level of energy every single day. And you need to honor that and not beat yourself up about it when things don't always go as you may hope. And I'm sorry if this video is all over the place. I just wanted to do, I don't have a script, anything. I'm doing this from the top of my head. I just wanted to do it in a nice scenery, because I know most weight loss videos are kind of boring. Talking, sitting videos. Yeah, so bear with me. But as I said, you need to build trust with yourself. And so if you know you're a sweet tooth who enjoys candy and stuff, first of all, find alternatives. You need to find alternatives so that you don't have to completely stop doing these things, because changing habits is difficult and you can definitely do it, but why not? Why make it more difficult than it has to be? Why not make it a little bit easier for yourself by having backup plans, by taking the slower route, by finding alternatives that may cost you a little bit more money, but it's going to be all worth it in the long run. I understand that this might not be the answer you hope for, because everyone in this day and age is looking for quick fixes. But the truth is, for a lot of us, it doesn't work, and it actually ends up biting us in the butt, because it breaks our trust with ourselves. We say we're going to do something, we don't end up doing it, and then we think, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to lose this weight. Me, myself, I had kind of given up on losing weight, and I think the reason I succeeded this time is because for the first time ever, I didn't do it out of hate. I didn't do it because I hated the way my body looked, because I was feeling insecure. I was actually doing it from a place of love, celebration, respect for myself, for my health, for my grandmother's health, who won her battle with breast cancer, for everyone who would want to run, but just simply cannot. We take our health for granted. And I don't think trying to lose 20 kg in 2 or 3 months is a healthy thing to do, nor is it a sustainable thing to do. So instead of saying, oh, I want to lose all this weight in 3 months, why not just give yourself more time? Why not set a deadline for yourself? Why not just explore what works for you and what doesn't work for you? Maybe this soft way of losing weight does not work for you. Maybe you are the person that needs to have super hard discipline and do it this way and no any other way. If that works for you, then congratulations. But for me, it doesn't. And I hope that there's other people who relate to this and will try this way and find that it is a lot better. It was the case for me anyway. And now my last tip is start fasting. It doesn't matter if you do intermittent fasting of like a 16-hour fast with an 8-hour window, or do a 24-hour water fast, an 84-hour water fast, 72-hour water fast. All these have incredible health benefits. I'll like maybe look up an image that I can insert. Look up Dr. Mindy Pills, her Instagram or YouTube channel, or Instagram. Get her book, Fast Like a Girl. She is a queen and she will also help change your life for the better. And yeah, I guess this is it. I guess these are my tips. Maybe all these tips sound a bit counterintuitive, because I'm like, it's still discipline, really. It's just not this harsh discipline. It's more of a softer discipline. I think this is a pretty short video and the tips are, I think, pretty simple. But still, really, they changed my weight loss journey for the better, and they made it easier to stay consistent now, even now that the weight is off, because health is not, like I said, it's not a quick fix and then you're done. It's something you have to maintain. And I feel like this was the easiest way for me to maintain. I still love being active, but I still, like right now, I haven't run in 3 weeks, and I have my first half marathon tomorrow. And it was because I had a throat infection and like was kind of beating myself up about it. But then again, I'm not a professional athlete. I don't have anything to prove to anyone. This is really you versus you. Build trust with yourself. When you fail, try again. It's not failure. It's you collecting data. Sometimes things don't work for you. Try something else. And yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your comments in your thoughts. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, and let me know if this was helpful to you, and if you're gonna try this new way of self-discipline. I really love to hear your thoughts. And also, please tell me where you guys are watching from. I'm always so curious, and YouTube doesn't tell me because my channel is so small. Anyway,